folks, it's Amy and Brian from Colorado Mountain Living. We had some excitement in the past week. So in addition to having guests visiting, and I actually went out of town myself traveling for work, so I missed out on the excitement, but Brian got some footage.
I did.
So what was it, Monday? Labor Day, I think it was?
Yeah. Yep, because you're gone, so.
Yeah. So I was out of town, and then I get a text message with a photo or video of a wildfire on our road, and actually right behind me, like right on that hill.
Like, I can't see.
Right there.
Right over
Second.
there. Yep.
Yeah, right about there is. So.
It was first I thought it was a campfire, but then there was a lot of smoke coming up, and it was also a stage 1 fire ban, so there shouldn't be any campfires whatsoever, and it just kept persisting. So we called the fire department right away, and then within about 10 minutes there was a helicopter circling around, and then about 5 or 10 minutes later they were dumping water on it. And the good thing is we've got that little lake right down the street, so
yeah,
he was making round trips in like 3 or 4 minutes.
So yeah, like a mile from here there's a lake where they could scoop up and get their water supply. But kind of cool, they came out and scouted it first, and we apparently from this view we got a front row view. You can see right on the hill exactly what's happening. So I've got some footage that you're seeing here. I'll superimpose on the video. And but it
was exciting, but nerve-wracking. Luckily the wind was kind of in lots of directions, so it wasn't blowing in just one direction the whole time, and really the smoke was just going straight up. I was quite surprised it didn't spread within the 30 or so minutes before the helicopter started dumping water. But
what's interesting is that the area that the fire's in, I think the Forestry Service just tried to put a restriction on access to that area because it's known for a lot of people camping out. We don't know, there wasn't an official reason listed for the fire. We know it probably was not lightning because we haven't had any rain.
No, it was clear all day.
It was clear, and but it is an area where people camp, and an area, I think, is that where people are doing the shooting? Like shooting range?
No, they're shooting up there.
Okay, so the shooting range is...
people shoot everywhere, so...
Yeah, so who knows? There could be... We didn't hear any fireworks, or I wasn't here. But...
There wasn't anything like that. It was just all of a sudden, Mount Cookie saw the smoke coming up, and I looked at it and said, oh, that's not appropriate.
Yeah, they just barely had put in fire restrictions because all summer it's been wide open, with tons of rain and everything. But we hadn't had rain like 3 weeks, maybe, almost going on 4, and that's when they put the fire ban into place, which is no open campfires. So definitely looked out of place.
Yeah, for sure. They had one of the access roads at the top of the hill over there was completely. The forester had put logs across, nailed them to trees, so you couldn't access it. But there was another access point further down where the 4-wheelers can go in and stuff like that. So, but they quickly, the fire department quickly cut through that barricade because that was the easiest access port for them.
Yeah. To
get through that.
So they have logs as their barrier, so they chainsawed through them. They cut them down to get the trucks in there to get the access.
But we saw the trucks. I don't know if you can see the blue house, or the house with the blue tarp on it across the valley. You might not be able to see that now.
Yeah, there's a house that's directly across from us on the hill.
The fire trucks were up at that house, and they must have hiked their way through to get to it.
So, yeah.
That was cool.
So what time was that? That was in the morning or afternoon, and then?
It was probably a couple hours. Well, no, it was about an hour before we left for the airport, so it was probably 1 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah. So afternoon, and then I was paying attention on the Facebook group. We have a county Facebook group, so people were posting, and actually they had the wrong road listed. They were calling it Gamble Gulch Fire.
Oh.
So, but they said it was put out, so it's able to stay up to date about it.
All the neighbors were down, or a lot of the neighbors were down at the lake watching as the helicopter would come down and scoop up a bucket of water. I probably.
Oh, it was on Mountain Road.
Oh, really? No, we called the fire department right away when we saw it.
Yes, you've got a good view. You stay vigilant for them.
Yeah, will do. It's almost out.
Oh, yeah? We were just wondering when you're ready to leave.
No, they probably dropped 30 buckets on it already. It was smoking pretty good. Yeah. I know. Here we are, Colorado Mountain Living, and the fire department is dropping water on a fire.
Wow. And now he's trying to get his phone so he can take a picture.
Kind of cool, kind of scary, but also kind of part of mountain life. You always have to stay vigilant and wary about your surroundings, and if anything looks out of order. I mean, Brian was the one that called it in to get him started on it, so had he not been paying attention, it could have gotten out of control. So Brian's the fire hero for our Labor Day.
Wow. I'm the spotter.
Spotter, yeah, well.
But it's nice to have a good vantage point up here because we can see the majority of the valley. So hopefully the guy that lives on the other side will be looking this way. So
yeah.
We should have it all pretty well covered over the years.
Yeah. So, but luckily, with the conditions that it didn't spread fast, it wasn't a super windy day, and things were still pretty, we've had a lot of rain over the summer, so things weren't bone dry, but still dry enough to make a big fire. So glad that it got taken care of, and glad that, we're able to not have any catastrophic results from it. Nobody lost any homes or...
Yeah, because when we came here out 3 years ago, we were coming to camp in July on our property for a couple weeks, and then do some grading and things like that. And there was a big fire, went right through Netherland, and we couldn't stay in the bed and breakfast we were going to stay at because the fire was coming right through there and actually burned down. Apparently, it burned down the two houses on either side of the bed and breakfast that we were going to stay in. We had stayed there before, and the owner had talked about how much fire mitigation he was doing around the property to ward off burning down their house if something like that happened. So, so it can be really scary.
Yeah.
And that was hundreds of acres that went up that time.
Yeah, and that was started from two people not putting out their campfire.
Right.
So That's seems to be the typical cause is campfires. So anyway, guys, so that's the update from us. We're still working on siding.
Yep. Got all the metal siding, so hopefully we'll start putting that up. I'm gone for 5 days, so.
Brian's going on a mountain biking trip next week.
So look for some video on that in a week or so.
Yeah.
Doing a mountain bike trip from Durango to Paradox, which is on the way to Moab, Utah. 5 days of mountain biking, so that should be exciting.
Yeah. He's got plenty of energy left to mountain bike for 5 days, so.
Yep.
But I'll be holding down the fort with Vigo and...
I'll show her how to put up some siding.
Yeah. I'll have it all done by the time he comes back.
The metal's not... Well, she can put the boards up for the... all the fairing strips for the metal. We have to put fairing strips on because we're screwing right into the plastic ties that tie the foam together. So, and then we'll be screwing the metal into that. So, but that'll be another video. So.
Okay. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you at the next video. We'll get some more siding done this weekend, and maybe we can get onto that metal siding. We'll see what happens.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care.